completely different. I kind of don't really come into any round with any expectation, confidence, nothing. I kind of just come in, see where we are and practice one really, and then just work on what we need to work on from then on. So that's really how I approach a weekend, and Gold Coast was no different. Only benefit is at home, so I get to sleep in my own bed.
Tough weekend in the Gold Coast. We'd run a national conference in Thailand. Pretty much everyone that went there got sick from Bob Jane T-Marts, so I came back sick as a dog. Well, I actually got sick on the plane on the Wednesday morning. I got on the plane to fly to the Gold Coast. I'm like, well, I said to Kim, not feeling so good. Landed, and I was in bed that afternoon. And so my weekend consisted of getting in the car, lying on the grass, sleeping, getting in the car, lying on the grass, sleeping. So yeah, it wasn't a great sort of way to turn up to a racetrack when you're supposed to be always on, and nice warm weather and hot car, and a fever and a cracking sore throat and a headache. But yeah, look, it was still racing, so still lucky.
Oh yeah, Gold Coast was good. I mean, we locked out the front row and finished like top 3 pretty much every race except the last one, which was a bit of a shame. Dropped back to 4th, I think. So yeah, it was a good weekend, I'd say.
It is going to be a big showdown in qualifying earlier today. It was a Sonic Motor Racing 1-2. It's their first 1-2 in qualifying for more than 6 years. Couldn't get that far back in the record book at this stage to find out when the last one was.
Carrera in the 10th.
Okay,
Not
tough.
The 10th. What did we do?
1:10.8.
Really?
Yeah.
And then
So we did like almost identical lap time, did we?
Yeah, I did 1:10.8.6, I think. You did like a 1:10.8.8. That's so much better than qualifying like 15th, like every other round.
Congratulations.
Thank
mate.
you.
Well done.
Thank you.
First pole?
It is.
Yeah, that's awesome, mate. Well done. That's very
Thank
good.
you. It's mainly about rewarding the boys for all the hard work. Like, it's cool, and the potential's been there a few times this year where we've had the pace. Like, for me, Queensland Raceway is another one that stands out. And then even AGP, we had the pace, but a few things didn't go right in quali for us. So it's been there. It's just really about rewarding the guys for all the work they did, and that was the biggest thing about it. Like, it was awesome for me and Ange to get the front row lockout, but just the joy and the morale boost in the team is what the big thing is.
The car was really good, so I think that helps a lot for us. Like, I guess we had the car in a really good window for the weekend, so it's easy to obviously perform when the car's there. So it was good, everything sort of came together. You didn't get caught up in red flags and all that rubbish, so it was a good weekend overall. Probably what we should have had all year, but we finally got there in the end, I guess.
And it comes at an important time. Our Australian motorsport community celebrating the life of the great Garry Rogers of Garry Rogers Motorsport fame this week, Lounty, and he was Mick Ritter's uncle. So there's a really close family relationship there. The Sonic cars, those two Bob Jane T-Marts sponsored entries, and Rodney Jane's car a little bit further back in Pro-Am running. Tributes to GRM, as are many cars this weekend.
I grew up around Garry with my dad racing, and then later on around motorsport. And Legend of Motorsport made a massive contribution to young drivers, motorsport in general. I remember racing Oscar when I first started out. I think I was 19, and Garry rocked up just after I started. I think he had an EL Falcon, sponsored by Valvoline, of course. And I remember the tenacity of his racing in Oscar, let alone other categories he'd grown up racing in. A real legend of motorsport, and someone that made such a contribution to motorsport. They're hard to find these days.
When I found out Garry passed away, I actually didn't have any idea that the relevance at all to Mick and Maria about it. So I actually found out later, once the stickers actually went on the car, what the relevance to it was. So I've been in the Sonic family for a little bit, but not a huge amount of time. And that's a bit of stuff that I'm yet to learn, and there's always stuff that you're going to learn about the people like Mick and Maria that have been in the sport for so long.
It was an emotional morning for the team. It was tough, obviously, for Mick and Maria because they're so close to him. But I guess overall, like, we're always wanting to do the best we can regardless of like the external circumstances. But to like finally get a result for them, it just happened to be on the perfect day.
Red flag, Sonic front row. Two Bob Jane T-Marts cars lock out the front. Is it that way at the end of race 1 in the penultimate round for Porsche Painted X at Carrera Cup Australia? We find out now. Slow start, Bailey Hall.
Yeah, look, nice to give back. Bob Jane T-Marts and Garry had an association. I think we sponsored him over a number of years in different forms of categories. So we also had a business connection as well as a friendship and a motorsport connection.
It definitely was special to reward the whole Sonic family and all the people, and to do it in a bit of the name of doing it for Garry. was definitely rewarding for the whole team.
It's been impressive though is Flack. He's just absolutely gone and sprinted. You see the 999 there, that's Mazuris. He's
That is awesome.
No!
Massive crash.
Yeah, I had a tough weekend. Sort of struggled with the car, struggled being in the car, and and then there was that big accident in one of the races. So it turned out to be a pretty tough round all around. You know, one of the few times you get to stand around on a racetrack because the track's completely blocked by cars. Probably one of those more wisdom moments. You're sort of coming down the straight, you see smoking cars everywhere. And if you're younger, you're looking for the opportunity, and if you're older and you've got a bit more wisdom, you go, I'm going to come around out of this turn a little bit slowly. There might be an opportunity, but unlikely to be one. And I think Sini and I and Grovey, I think, were the fortunate ones that sort of saw it unfold, come around out of turn one and go, yeah, there's no getting through that. So we just all stopped.
This race will not be restarted.
And news from Motorsport Australia race controllers that this race will not be restarted. So with one lap complete, it will not count as a championship race.
Yeah, like it would have been good front 1-2 for Sonic, like me and Ange, but I'd cleared out something like 2 seconds in 2 laps, so I was on and I was feeling good.
And a very good start from Angelo Mazuris in the Sonic car alongside Bailey Hall, the reigning Gold Coast winner, and there's a bump as they run down towards the turn 1 chicane.
Mazuris. But again, Marcus Flack, you saw yesterday before all that carnage, he was very quick in the opening laps of races, and it looks like he's more comfortable at the moment than Ans Mazuris.
The walls getting a good run off that chicane's not easy, and Marcus has done very well there. Yeah, the other big thing here is trusting the other guy that he's actually going to see you, and luckily Marcus probably knew that Angelo was going to see him coming, being his teammate. But yeah, very nice driving by both of them there.
Mazuris has had a good run on his teammate here, so Flack in the 777 racing the 999 of Angelo.
Mazuris is pushing flat out to get to the back of his teammate Marcus Flack, so I'm not sure if he'll get there. He's a little far behind for this last lap, but it's been a great race between these two. You know, the gap has opened up and closed, and you know, Angelo's had some big moments, but it's been a great race.
Now Harry Jones on the back of Ans Mazuris. Ans Mazuris was the fastest side. He's shoved it down the inside, but can he get it stopped?
Amon got the fence, so he's got some rear wing damage on the 99 car. And so ultimately a little error from Marcus Amon has cost Ans Mazuris 2 spots through all of that. And he's going to have another go down Harry Jones at turn 11. And Marcus Flack, it's an ebb and flow at the moment. It's a bit of a bungee cord, Oscar, between the two of them. One lap Flack's better, the other lap Paul responds.
I don't feel robbed, but I'm disappointed that it didn't go ahead, because I think the rest of the weekend potentially could have played out a little bit different. Like if race 1 went on, I probably would have started pole for race 3, and then who knows, I probably could have won the round if we did, because I definitely had the pace compared to Bailey. It's just track position and being so hard to pass around Gold Coast makes it really hard to be able to come forward after he got the jump, say, off the start. It's just how racing is. It wouldn't be a normal weekend for us if it wasn't a little bit of bad luck in some way, but we still managed to bounce back and just keep the momentum going for race 2 and race 3, so I was still happy with it.
Everyone works so hard, so giving something back to them for all their hard work, I mean, it's a good thing, but you know, we're working pretty hard too, so it's not like we don't feel the pressure or we're not disappointed when we're not where we should be. Yeah, I mean, all that I care about, I know Mark's probably the same, but like I just want to win a race for the team. That's the only thing on my mind. I don't really care about points. We're almost there. We're right at the tipping point, so just got to keep working hard. Like, been working pretty hard over the last 4 years to get a result, so I think if we were to get one, it'd be pretty special.
I'd say Gold Coast is definitely around where it's been building all year, but it's just around when nothing actually went wrong. Like instead of having bad luck every weekend like we do normally, we just had a little bit of good luck in some places, and that's what can happen when we do have that little bit of a turn or a swing on our luck for the weekend.
If we could continue where we left off in Gold Coast and push hard into Adelaide, I mean, yeah, it's where we should be.